Welcome to something that honestly should have never gone away. This is a love letter to late nights, to dial up internet, and to game launches that actually meant something. Uh, to a time when tech gaming and chaos all collided into one beautiful mess. Attack of the Show. With legends like Kevin Pereira and Olivia Munn. And like a lot of you, me and my brother grew up on this show. We literally would come home, turn it on, and leave it on in the background. And for an hour, we were exactly where we wanted to be. And somewhere along the way, it disappeared. They tried to bring it back with a reboot, but let's be honest, it wasn't it. This is not that. This is a spiritual successor built with respect, built with memory, and built the way it's supposed to be. No nonsense, no corporate weirdness, and no froths allowed here. Just the good stuff. And if you're watching this right now, there's a good chance you were there too. And if that's the case, welcome home. Let's get into it. Okay. And then we'll start, I guess. And here we go.
Pick up on this.
All right, welcome in, guys. So, obviously, let's address the changes first. I'm not Kevin Pereira or Olivia Munn, but I am a OG watcher of the show that watched every single episode with me and my brother. We literally grew up on the show, never missed an episode, even when it was screensavers. So we're not going to repeat any of the reboot stuff here. We're just going to get into our own stuff and respect the original show as much as possible. So we will be have returning segments from the original show. So you can look out for the feed, the loop, DVDuesday. It came from eBay, just to show respect to the original. I don't want to change that. But for you old, not for you old, but okay. And we do have a few segments that were not part of the original, but they're not too big changes, and they still add to the overall theme of the show. And yeah, I hope you like them. We're not going to change things too much. Some stuff have been modernized for today, but we'll leave that up to you to be the judge of that. All right. Thank you guys for listening so far. Now let's get into the feed. All right, guys. Welcome to the feed. And for our first story, let's get right into it. We're talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So, it's been leaked that a little while ago, some internet sleuths figured out that Fox McCloud is going to be in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and now officially Nintendo, just 2 days ago, officially announced and released a poster for Fox McCloud, and that's how he looks like there. You see some modernized changes, and but overall. We're getting this story over here from The Gamer. This story was published by Jade King over at The Gamer. So it says Nintendo and Illumination were never going to stop the first Mario movie. after it became one of the biggest animated films of all time in the box office. The road was open to take its generous catalog of properties and decide which ones were best suited to the big screen. While it wasn't confirmed any additional films beyond the live action Legend of Zelda coming next year, it's easy to read between the lines and realize that Nintendo has a broader cinematic vision that will see all manner of characters and universes make their mark. That's if they don't end up as a part of the same universe, since Fox McCloud being confirmed to show up in the upcoming Super Mario Galaxy, it makes me think this whole affair is going to be one huge crossover. So there's that. So, I mean, a lot of people are speculating that this is the result of the Super Mario Smash Brothers. That this is it coming. So I don't know what you guys think about that. So I mean, I think it's cool. I think little by little they're building the Smash Brothers universe. We have so many characters already in there. We have Peach, we got Bowser, we got Luigi, we got Donkey Kong, we got Diddy Kong, we got they added Rob in there, Yoshi's in there. They need to just add like Kirby, Samus Aran, and now they got Fox McCloud, and then Captain Falcon. I mean, all the characters are starting to pop up in the universe, so that's pretty crazy. I think that's pretty cool. All right, moving on to the next story. And for our next story, Sony announces price rises for PS5 Pro and PlayStation Portal. So that's right. So if you don't own a PlayStation now, if you wanted to go out there and buy a PlayStation or a Portal, just know that the prices have been raised for all models of PlayStation and PlayStation Portal. So that means if you wanted to go get a PS5 now, it would be like $650 for the base model. And then if you wanted to get a Pro, now that's $900. So they have it broken down here. I'm reading this story from IGN. And this is by Wesley. Sorry about that. I'm reading this on IGN, and this story was published by Wednesday. So it says, Sony has announced price rises for the PS5, PS5 Pro, and PlayStation Portal, blaming continued pressure in the global economic landscape. The price rises come into effect on April 2nd, 2026, were a necessary step to ensure we continue delivering innovative, high-quality gaming experience to players worldwide, said Isabel Tomatis, Vice President, Global Marketing, Sony Interactive Entertainment. So let's see. They have a breakdown right here. So as you see, for the PS5 base, they have it for $649.99. So now it's gone up. The digital version is now $599, so $600. The Pro is now $900. And then as you can see, we have different prices for the UK, for Europe, Australia, and Japan. So my recommendation to you guys, if you don't already have a PlayStation 5 or Portal, you need to get one before April 2nd. I mean, that's my tip to you guys. All right, let's move on to the next story. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers is a PlayStation 4 game that came out in 2017. It's a 4v4 open world type fighting game in where you get to customize your own ninja, create your own skills, learn different abilities or jutsus depending on what masters you learn, and the masters are characters from the show. And it's a very fun game, very addicting, but there is a lot of controversy along with this game in the form of people modding and breaking the game and using all kinds of exploits even during rank matches. And the developers or the creators of the game, Bandai Namco, are as if nothing is happening because they are absolutely silent. They have no real measures to stop this cheating from happening, and we're gonna get into that later in the loop. So join us then, where we break down how can this be fixed and what can we do to move on from this, or is this just the reality of the environment these days where cheating is cheating and that's it, and the ones who need to do it will do it, and there's nothing we can do about it. So I mean, we'll see. Well, I can't wait to get into those stories, but for now, let's laugh at some funny videos around the net.
Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. A baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate rain.
What is that mysterious ticking noise? Not over here, not over there. Kind of catchy. Snipe, snipe, Severus Snape, snipe, snipe, Severus Snape,
Dumbledore!
Snape, Severus Snape,
Dumbledore!
Snape, Severus Snape,
Dumbledore!
Snape, Snape, Severus Snape, 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 Severus Snape, Snape,
Hermione!
Severus Snape,
Dumbledore!
Snape,
Hermione!
Severus Snape,
Dumbledore!
Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, yeah, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, that's me.
Those were some great clips, and some of those I have not seen in a while, especially the Harry Potter one. So now I think it's time for It Came From eBay. All right. On today's episode of It Came From eBay, we have a Titanic letter, vintage old retro antique Ephemeris ship disaster while Starline. So, for a bit of a penny, you could own this replica, because if we go down here, this is a item description, RMS Titanic letter. This is a reproduction replica of a letter written on white Star Line headed paper with heading on board Titanic. It is dated 11th April 1912. So there you go, guys. I mean, if you want a vintage letter from the Titanic, maybe you want to do a prop or something. Here we go. Look at these. I mean, it is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I might, for a penny, man, I'd buy that too. So there you go, guys. Check it out if you guys want a reproduction Titanic letter. You can get reproduction letters from eBay, so you could probably get anything from eBay, right? So now it's time for one of my favorite segments. That's DVDuesday. So for today's DVDuesday, we are talking about The Truman Show. The Truman Show came out in 1998, and it was directed by Peter Weir, writer Andrew Niccol, and stars Jim Carrey, Ed Harris, and Laura Linney. So this movie is about Jim Carrey's character, who his entire life he's been actually the main star of a show, of a reality show, but he doesn't know it. And throughout the movie, he starts figuring it out, so he comes to realize that he's actually in one big set, his whole life, and everyone he knows and meets, including his wife, are just like actors and actresses in a big production. So it's him coming to terms with the truth and him trying to break out. I recommend this movie 100%. It's definitely a buy. If you don't have it, please go out and get it. Especially if you could get your hands on the Blu-ray version, on any extra behind the scenes that it might have. But I definitely recommend you buy The Truman Show. The original Attack of the Show had a damn good website and also damn good downloads, which we're gonna have here. I decided to add another category to that, which is called Damn Good Content Creator. And for the first episode of Damn Good Content Creator, we are highlighting a content creator that I've been following for some time now, and his channel is called Hazy Archive. Now he has 12.6k followers, over 6,000 likes, and this guy, he streams old school games in the original hardware that you play them in. No emulators, while watching old school movies. Not only that, he also shows you how to archive stuff and do other things. He has a passion for creating a vibe and an atmosphere that it just feels like home when you're in it. He has a lot of stuff like that, and you guys should check out his videos. He does a lot of like tutorials on how to do stuff. Highly recommend. Right, now let's get into what is and forever will be the Pereira Report. Alright, so it looks like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are on track to be making some nice profit from their re-release in the eShop. This is a story located on Nintendo Life by Liam Doolin. So a few weeks ago they re-released these games on the eShop, and it says, following a surprise announcement at the end of the last week, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green from the Game Boy Advance generation are making a grand return on the 27th of February 2026. There's been a lot of conversation online about the Switch eShop versions, which are priced at $16.99 in pounds in the UK, I believe, and then $19.99 each in the US. Some trainers are ready for battle, but others are still questioning why Nintendo didn't make these classics available via the Switch online service to give fans both options. Despite all this back and forth, it seems both titles are already making bank on the Switch eShop. Following pre-orders going live last week, we've now taken a look at the eShop, and at the time of writing, these GBA titles have already topped the Switch charts in the US, UK, Japan, and Australia. So there's definitely some interest. In other news, the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the whole Harry Potter franchise remake, the series coming to HBO, has fans divided. This is coming from Screen Rant by Matthew Rudoy. So some fans, here goes. The first trailer for the HBO Harry Potter series has been released, and it's already dividing fans. The Harry Potter Season 1 teaser trailer provides the best look yet for Dominic McLaughlin as the titular hero, Astro Stout as Ron Weasley, and Arabella Stanton as Hermione Granger. The other key characters at Hogwarts in Hogwarts Express at the Dursleys' home. The trailers are confirmed to be a series will debut during Christmas 2026, which is earlier than the previously expected release window of early 2027. On X, fans are reacting to the trailer and inevitably comparing it to the beloved movie starring Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson. From Nick Lehman's now the Harry Potter series and Moana live action competing for most pointless, sauceless remake this year. A trailer for the Disney live action Moana remake was also released this week and was widely criticized for its visuals and depiction of Dwayne Johnson as the demigod. So, let's see. So it looks like people are not really impressed with the trailer. I think they're always going to be in the shadow Chappelle Roan, accused of making Jude Law's 11-year-old daughter cry. A stepdad soccer star Hagajino Funes reports. This is on, I believe, mypost.com, and it's by Anna Young. So, it was right here. A Brazilian soccer star accused pop singer Chappelle Roan of bringing his 11-year-old daughter to tears after the diva security ridiculed and belittled the child at a Sao Paulo hotel Saturday. Torgino slammed the Pinky Pony Club crooner in a lengthy Instagram post claiming she sent her security guards after his daughter for supposedly harassing and disrespecting her while they dined at the same hotel. A jarring confrontation that left the youngster extremely shaken. The family says that the hotel ahead of Rose headline Lollapalooza set in Brazil. I went through a very upsetting situation with my family each day, the defense member said, noting that the excited daughter woke up early the day and made a sign for the 20-year-old hot-to-go singer. So, during breakfast, the artist walked past their table. My daughter, like any other child, recognized her, got excited, and just wanted to be sure it was really her. The distraught dad continued. And the worst part is that she didn't even approach her. She simply walked past the singer's table, looked to confirm it was her, and smiled and went back to sit with her. She didn't say anything. She didn't ask for anything. What happened next was completely disproportionate. It says the large security guard stomped over and yelled at his daughter and wife for allegedly letting the child disrespect and harass others, and warned her to be reported to the hotel management. He said the hostile exchange left his daughter deeply rattled and inconsolable. Ooh, we definitely got some saucy stories with those ones, right? Now let's keep it moving to the Munn Files. So if you're feeling some game fatigue, it says according to this website, the first thing you should do is take a step back and look at the genres available to play. You don't like every game on the market, and not every genre will appeal to you. Every person on this planet is unique and has no two people will ever feel the same way about anything. This applies to gaming as well. Rather than blindly jumping into a game, it's best to decide if it's the right fit for you. Personal taste, use your known likes and dislikes as a starting point and move on from there. So, if you're definitely feeling that fatigue, take a break from the game is what this thing is saying. Avoid chasing trends and just building up a backlog that you'll almost never get through. So don't be afraid to take a break from gaming every once in a while. And do some other stuff, touch some grass, and get out there, see the world, go watch a movie, hang out with friends. But fatigue in gaming is a real thing, and there are ways to get around it. And if you ever want to, you can please come over here and read this article in the game room if you want more tips on how to handle gaming fatigue. All right, let's talk about something that should be great, but isn't. And that is Naruto Shinobi Strikers. This game came out in 2017, I believe, and the creators are Bandai Namco. And a game that on paper is exactly what fans wanted. You would think it should work, but somehow it doesn't. You get to create your own ninja, jump into the Naruto universe in a team-based 4v4 combat with unique builds, fast-paced gameplay, and when you're playing in a team, it works like amazing. But that's the good stuff, and it's actually a lot of fun. But here's the problem. It doesn't want to work the way it should anymore, because somewhere along the line, cheating took over, and cheaters are in rank matches. We're talking about modded builds, exploits, players playing people to give them these exploits, and the worst part, it's happening in ranked matches. So if you go to the Ninja World League and play ranked, you'll be looking at cheaters. Now you've got people trying to play the game the right way, going up against players who aren't even playing the same game. They have infinite health. There's no balance, no fairness. And I don't know, is this the world we live in? The question becomes, what do you do when the game you love stops respecting the people who play it? Do you stick with it? Do you walk away? Or do you call it out and hope someone actually fixes it? That's what we're diving into. Let's get into it. This is The Loop. Now we are going to pull in some guests who are experienced players in the Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers game and universe and atmosphere, and they know firsthand what's going on. And for my first guest, I would like to introduce Baba Yaga.
Welcome.
Hey, you can hear me?
Hey, yes I can, loud and clear. How you doing, Baba Yaga?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So, as you heard, and I know you're no stranger to the Naruto Shinobi Strikers world, I want to first and foremost, let's start simple. When did Shinobi Strikers work? Like, what does it do right? When it does work, what does it do right?
I mean, when it does work, when it's right, it's real fun. You know, it does what it was intended to do. Gives people a chance to make their own Shinobi, which I'm sure a lot of people wanted to do when it comes to Naruto games, because all you had was games like Storm, and you had like some open world single player games, but as far as Shinobi, I'm pretty sure when everybody heard like how it would be as far as like creating your own ninja, playing with people online, going at it 4v4, that's real fun. I would say, as far as it being good, I would say you definitely need a team. When it comes to, one of the biggest problems, like you said, is cheaters. And in the beginning, it was kind of like a buggy game. But, outside of that, when you got games where you just getting matches back to back, you playing with a coordinated team, you still at the process of like leveling up, like actually earning scrolls to win things in the shop before being able to just pay to win for it. It's just like just earning the scrolls and getting it out the shop and playing with new weapons and stuff like that, unlocking new jutsus. Like when the game is on, it's on, which is why I think after how many years has it been? 2017. After all this time, the game still has a community, even though it's almost 10 years. Yeah, even though it's not really like a big, like super well known game, but like one thing I can say about it, it always had a community. As far as PlayStation, that's always been the biggest community, and like I say, I've been playing it since launch, since it first came out. Like I played it so much, like when it first came out, it came out with like a beta version where you could kind of play online before you could play the actual game. So I was there from the beginning, watched everything happen. But I mean, all in all, still the same. When it's good, it's good. When it's fun, it's fun. That's the whole reason that I think people could play a game that maybe with the cons it does have, if you willing to know that it has the cons and still play it because of the pros, the good is very much good. But yeah, when it's on, bro. I mean, I think anybody, if they playing a game with a good teammate, even if you're not so good at the game, like I said, if you have a full squad, the difference could be y'all having the hill and the other team not, because nobody's communicating with each other. So with a full team with no lag, no cheaters, big thing, play against other people, kind of skill based, especially if you're playing Ninja World League or if you're just playing quick match casually, like with a full team. If you play smart, you don't even gotta necessarily be good, but it could just be a matter of just playing the game smart. But when you having fun on that game, you're gonna have fun. Like when it's fun, it's fun. When you don't gotta deal with the BS and you don't gotta deal with the cheaters, yeah, it's a real good game. That's the point. I think that's the reason that people still play it after so long, because when it's good, it's good.
I agree with you 100%, and those were some great insights. So, like, let me ask you, if If Bandai Namco gave you one update to fix everything, what's the first thing you would change?
Uh, First thing I would change, it would have to be something with the cheaters first, bro. Cause I mean, nowadays, like I say, well, from the beginning to where they didn't have so many pay to win things to now, it isn't necessarily about pay to win. Cause I don't look at it like that. I look at it like I'll spend a little money to get these season passes to get these new jutsus or whatever. But uh, yeah, it'll definitely have to be the cheaters. I don't know what they could do about it actually because they already added a report button. But the thing is, like, even if they did kind of ban people, it's just so easy to do it nowadays. Like, you could just spend, you don't even have to spend a lot of money to get them out of the account nowadays, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's just so easy and accessible, which is why, like, that's such a big problem with the game. So it would definitely have to be something with the cheaters for sure. After that, like I say, if you, especially with a game like this that had a good community for almost 10 years, like you say, uh, definitely will have like custom lobbies, the ability to pick which match you want to play or what game mode you want to play, because there's a lot of game modes that people might like more than others. But you when you locked in Ninja World League and you can only play flag battle and barrier, if somebody really hate those things, that could just mess up the whole flow because somebody just can't play too many matches because they hate flag battle, and that's me included. To be honest, I hate flag battle, so I don't even care if we winning, bro. After like 3 or 4 matches, I just can't do flag battle. It's just too slow paced for me. I don't like trying to get the flag and all that, but that's definitely something that not only I, but I'm pretty sure the whole community will want is to pick the game mode that you want to play. The obvious the leave matchmaking, not being able to leave matchmaking and stuff like that. I will definitely change that. And outside of picking what you want to play, I also think they should have been added 2v2 modes, 1v1 modes. Uh, like how certain people be having clans, just things like that. I think they could have did better. And scrolls. I don't necessarily know what I would do about scrolls, but it's just like when you get past like the base characters who give you like 3 esoteric scrolls as part of their unlockables. Like after that, you need esoteric scrolls to get whatever came out that season, so to say. But you have to do certain things, certain objectives. I think I would I wouldn't say make it easier because obviously that's the how they get their money or whatever. But when it comes to scrolls, I think I would probably like get an option to maybe like buy scrolls or earn the esoteric scrolls doing maybe a certain game mode or event, which they kind of do now. 1-3 red and white did 5 esoteric, but I think they just make it too hard. And like you probably get 20 a season, but that's only if you competed in whichever event was going on in the season. And Ninja World League, a lot of people play that, but they have people who don't, of because of circumstances like they don't have a team yet, so they probably just wouldn't want to play with randoms, but they might could play face off because it's survival, it's free fall, so they probably won't even be able to earn the scrolls or playing 5 matches because they just don't want to play with randoms that bad, which I don't disagree with, to be honest. But I think that's probably the main 3 things I'll fix. And outside of that, I just try and kind of make like punishment, actually, like a punishment as far as like the hackers and cheaters and stuff. I think it's been going on for so long, and the developers obviously been paying attention. They giving people what they want, kind of. But I think like the cheating I think that's something that should definitely be kind of like more prioritized, even if you got to take a hold on maybe dropping season passes, because they do that a lot. But can't blame when they're trying to make their money. But I think getting rid of cheaters would actually bring a lot of people back to the game also. So those probably the 3 things that I'll do, like first and importantly. But the most important thing would kind of be like cracking down and making it somewhat harder for the cheaters. Because right now it's just too easy to cheat, bro. Like you could literally probably spend $10 and just get a whole modded account. And then when it comes to cheating on Shinobi, it's not regular cheating, bro. It's not like doing little small stuff. It's spamming ultimates or just instantly killing somebody or spamming jutsus with 30-second cooldowns and things like that. That makes a big difference in the game, like a big one. So yeah, I think that'll be top priority for sure. But it'll be those three.
Hell yeah, those are some great insights, and you touched on some like great points there. And to actually help us dive deeper into this conversation, we have another guest joining us, another Shinobi Strikers vet who's been playing the game for a long time. I've played with him many times, and I know he knows a lot about the different topics we're talking about here today. So please help me in introducing, and we have joining us today is Blind.
Well, thank you for having me. For one,
Thank you for being here.
to get on the topic, I'll say I've been playing since it came out, but not during the beta. I started like in 2020, I'll say. That's when I started playing. And when I first started, people were, I wouldn't say modding, like I would say just overall better than what I was. And it was a little difficult and I was getting frustrated. But other than that, it was fun playing with friends that you could have fun with on the game. And for the cheating part, they should just look, fix that shit. Not gonna lie, they should just fix it. And they should have like different game modes. I'll agree with that. But other than that, it's fun having people to play with and to get better, to learn different skills and stuff.
I mean,
That's a lot.
I mean, you touched on that for sure. Let me ask you some questions and see how you feel about them. Do you think that cheating is the main issue, or is just exposing a deeper problem within the game?
Well, there is a lot of people that cheat. I won't say who or how, but we all know how. From modding account, like modded account. But people just get banned, but they could just rebuy a different account.
So, why do you think players are willing to pay money just to cheat in a game like this?
There's different reasons. For one, if you're just starting and you don't know how to play, then I'll say people could do that. And then you have people with experience that get that do cheats.
Is Shinobi Strikers still worth playing in 2026, or is it past the point of saving?
It is. It's still worth playing, but you can have fun. And you can learn from people that cheat. Not by getting modded accounts, just by learning how to beat those modded accounts. Okay.
All right. So, what kept you coming back to this game despite all the issues?
Friends.
That's a great answer. Do you blame the players more or the developers for not fixing the state of the game right now?
The developers.
100%, it has to be the developers. It has to be.
Yeah, I'm sorry not to cut in, but Yeah, I agree. The developers.
Oh, please join in. Join in. We have reached the part of the segment where we're now having combined conversations. So now you can unmute yourself and join in. So please touch on
Okay.
that, Baby Yaga.
Yeah, I agree with both. And he said why he came back playing because of friends. I had stopped playing this game for a while too. I only started playing it again because my little brother asked me if I still play it. Said he about to start playing it again and getting good at it. So, but I mean, yeah, I'll say the developers 100% because at the end of the day, some people cheat, some people don't. I mean, me necessarily, I wouldn't, I haven't, but I mean, some people look at it like, I mean, if it's allowed, if it's there, why not do it? And I mean, you can't really, for the people that has that mindset, you can't really like blame them to be honest, because just because we're not cheaters and we don't think like, what's the point of playing a game if you're gonna cheat and mod a game that you have to grind, get good at, showcase skill, like actual skills, like especially like you say you playing with friends and you play with friends, you want each other to be better, so kind of make each other better basically playing without cheating. You have to actually grind, get good, practice with each other. So, but not everybody has that mindset, which is why they have criminals and why they have law enforcement. So yeah, I think it's the developers because at the end of the day, I mean, if somebody's a cheater and they got a way to cheat, you can't even get mad at that. To be honest, the only thing you could get mad at is the developers for knowing that this was a problem for almost 10 years and still, in my eyes, not taking it as serious as they should be.
Do you guys think that the Naruto IP is wasted in a game like this right now?
What do you mean IP?
IP like the Naruto IP. Is the franchise being wasted on this game?
Oh, is it being wasted? Oh, I can't. Well, I'll go first. I can't necessarily say it's being wasted because, like I said, they still have a good community and still, you know, like giving this game time. Now, if I think it, like, should they be giving this game time? Yeah, I do. And outside of just being biased, outside of liking the game, whether you like it or not, like I say, as far as Naruto, period, like there is no game like this. So I don't think it's being wasted because other than that, you're just gonna do the same thing that you've been doing for years, like Shinobi, Storm. I mean, you know what to expect with Storm. It's the same thing. They never had anything like this in Naruto, so no, I don't think it's being wasted at all. But I think it should kind of get took a bit more serious because I'm sure in like the popular games like Storm, if they had such a cheating thing that like literally kept players away from the game, it was so bad they would have definitely got on it if it was more one of the more popular games for sure in my opinion.
I agree.
So
I'll
I
just
have
go
another
first.
question for you guys. My question is, they just released Kimimaru as the last DLC character like maybe a month ago now. And do you guys think that's going to be the last DLC character? And if not, which character are you looking forward to?
I definitely don't think it's gonna be the last character. I think they already kind of like confirmed the seasons. I think they're gonna be coming out with VR Masters for a while. Cause I mean, let's face it, it's the way that they make money from this game, and we the people who play it, obviously we play the game because we want to have fun or whatever, but they play it. I mean, they make it and update it to, keep attention and keep money coming in. As far as the next one goes, I can't really answer right now because I didn't look into it because, certain seasons, like the characters will kind of be based off the theme of that season. So once I look into it a little bit more and see, like the theme of the next season, maybe I will kind of have like more of a better answer for it. But the people that I would like to see on here, that's a good question, man. Because I think that's definitely like a good topic for anybody who played this game. Like what, like VR masters not on here yet that they probably definitely want. Maybe if from their moveset being so good that people want them. I never thought about it, but thinking about it right now and not being biased, actually going off like something like technique and unique, especially with like a unique technique. Uh, I would say maybe that we don't have Shino on here, right? Not as a playable character, but I don't think we have Shino on here. I know
Yeah, I
he's
don't think we do.
a Thor or something, but is Shino like a playable character? I don't think I ever played a Shino. Maybe he is, and I never noticed it, maybe or something. But if Shino isn't here yet, I would say Shino. Cause like even in the show, like Shino is just madly underrated. Like when they were kids, like yeah, he was up there attacking. Well, I wouldn't say with Shikamaru, but he was looked at as like one of the higher IQ, intelligent people. And I also think like his jutsus is kind of good too. You know how to use it for sure. I say somebody like I'll probably just give three people. I say somebody like Shino maybe. I think he'd be a good fit. I know they have like an insect jamming ultimate, but I think they can make some real good jutsus with Shino. Kiba, even though most people don't like Kiba, think he isn't that good. I think Fang over Fang would be like a fire ass move on this game, like damage wise and especially combo wise if it's on the attack or anything like that. And even like now that they added the pets, I'm leaning towards Kiba maybe coming in because they added the pets and whatnot into the game. But I think Shino. Well, I'm gonna say somebody else because y'all said Shino is on. So I said Kiba for sure. Fang over Fang, like as competitive as it is in the show. I definitely think it'll make for a good jutsu on this game, and not just a good jutsu, but a good damage jutsu. And maybe the one where he transformed with his dog. Let his dog turn into another person. Maybe that could be another idea. You could probably transfer into like a kind of clone dog with a jutsu or something, and just have like a copy, a clone, which you actually fighting like by itself, doing what you do, fighting how you fight. So I think that'd be real cool. Um, so yeah, I'll say Kiva for the first one.
For
Yeah,
sure.
the second one.
And what about you, Blind? What character are you hoping or like hoping that they drop?
Um, I would say Asuma. Asuma. There's a few options. Asuma,
Hell yeah, yeah.
because we have his weapon in the game. We basically got one of his skills from Kamaharu was basically like one of his main skills that he used, burning ash.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Naruto's mother, because we got mainly almost basically. Let me not say. You have like mostly all the Uzumaki, like Uchina, Himawari would be a good one.
Yeah.
That's if they want. That's if they put them in there. And we have like Uchiha that's more like we have Sourdough, but we could have like another version of Sourdough. So we already got a different version of Boruto and Kawakis and stuff.
Well, those are some great answers. You're not wrong about that. I mean, I know I'd be looking forward to some characters as well. I feel they should put some more Chinchuriki characters in there. All the other ones, like Son Goku and all the ones that are not in there. It's cool that they have Killer Bee and all that, but I feel they could have more. And hopefully, who knows? And that actually brings me down to my last question that I have for both of you. And now that we're here, let's see. Do you guys think that there's going to be a Shinobi Strikers 2 that's going to be released for next gen consoles or modern day console like PS5, Xbox, Switch 2 maybe? Do you guys think that's a possibility?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'll say probably for next year. No, I think right now they might come out with Shinobi too. They might just keep updating it, but I think it's a possibility considering the fact that they didn't give up on the game yet. The fact that they still update it, pay attention to it and stuff. It definitely is a possibility for Shinobi Strikers too, but I think it'll be next gen. I don't think it'll be this gen.
Roger that. What do you think, Blind?
It could. It'll be dope. You don't know. We might have more characters and more game modes in that.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I would hope they put at least some new modes, and they're gonna have to pull from the long list of Boruto characters. But until then, I guess we'll see whether or not Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers still has some soul in it. And so I want to take this opportunity to thank Baba Yaga and Blind for coming in as guests of the show. Baba Yaga, if anyone wanted to follow you or your content or your social medias, where could they find you at?
Let me see. On my YouTube, I actually do make Shinobi Striker videos on my YouTube if people want to watch them, but I just make them ready to just watch.
Cool.
And
well, like what kind of so you make YouTube videos of Shinobi Strikers? What's your YouTube channel called? Where can people find you?
It's called Bo. Well, it's actually my father's old YouTube. It's called Mr. Teasy 54. It's MRTEZY 54. But Bo will pop up, which is my nickname, just BO. But yeah, I don't only post Shinobi Striker videos, I post other games, but yeah, most of the time I post Shinobi videos. A lot of the times I post pits, because I fight pits a lot if I'm playing and people not online. Most of the time I post pits, but I post other gameplay sometimes too when I'm playing with my clan. So that's my YouTube. If they want to look at it, Mr. T's 54, and the name in the display that'll pop up and say both.
Oh yeah, thank you guys. Well, you guys know where you can follow him. And now, Blind, where can people follow you?
I stream on Twitch.
What's your Twitch name?
I changed it to Rumble_Captain too. I play Shinobi, I play Hogwarts, I play Marvels, and I also post clips and stuff on TikTok.
And what's your handle on TikTok?
I'm looking for. I'm learning to do clips.
Well, I want to thank you guys again. Hopefully, you guys will come back and be guests again on future episodes. And I will definitely see you guys in the Naruto Shinobi Strikers game. Thank you guys so much.
No problem, G.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.
All All right, guys, we are now coming down to the ending of the show, the first episode. I want to thank you guys for being here. But before we get to that point, I wanted to talk about a special segment, a new segment to Attack of the Show, which hasn't been part of the original, but it's new to this one and special to my heart and my family. So, almost a year ago, my little sister passed away, and her name was Sammy. And she was one of the best people that I've ever met in my entire life. She died very young, at the age of 30, I believe, 31, and too soon. Let's just say that her passing really devastated my family, and we miss her every day. And not a day goes by that we don't think about her. So I thought, what better way than to honor her memory by sharing the things that she liked and looked, whether it be snacks, whether it be food, drinks, anime, movies, music. This section of the show is dedicated to my sister, and this segment is called Sammy's Corner. So, on the first episode of Sammy's Corner, I want to talk to you about one of the animes that she loved. Let's share some of the shows that she liked, and to start her off, here's an anime that she loved very much, and it's called Hamtaro. And it's about, she loved the show Hamtaro. It's about the little hamsters that get into these adventures while their owners are away. They talk, they're cute. It first came out on Toonami in the US, and that's how it became popular. And me and my sisters would watch this nonstop. So if you guys ever have a chance, look out for Hamtaro and check out the full series. It's one of the best animes I've ever seen. It's cute, and it's about hamsters. And yeah, Sammy loved that. Thank you guys so much for watching the first episode of Attack of the Show. Please look out for our episodes every Monday between 6 and 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for my guests, Baba Yaga and Blind. And if you guys would like to join this Discord server and be part of the show, please follow the links above and in the description. And I'll catch you guys next time on Attack of the Show.
Attack of the Show. Attack